Like Seesaws, business relationships are made to go up and down, but an unstable relationship can leave both ends unhappy.
Love them or hate them, suppliers are key to business success. Building a good relationship with them has many advantages, but it's sometimes easier said than done. We ask the experts.
1.
When we're working with suppliers, we like to approach it with that same value I mentioned previously of win-win relationships. We're looking for suppliers that want to work together with us in that same capacity. And I found our long-term suppliers tend to have a very similar outlook or philosophy on business, certainly. One of the things we're doing right now is we're actually building out a code of conduct or code of ethics, however you would like to describe it, to help put on to paper what our suppliers and vendors and expectations that we have. And it's really important to us for how they're going to engage with us. But really, it's much more so for when we refer them out to our clients, because we view our suppliers, our recommendations, recommended suppliers and vendors as an extension of our business. And so we want to make sure that there's an effort being made to treat the client well that's coming through. And so that's a very important aspect of how we do that.
2.
I think I always come back to, first of all, knowing who I am and being comfortable in what my style is, what my leadership style is, my working style. And then when I make a decision to bring a partner on, meaning an outsourced partner, getting to know them, getting to know their style. And the bottom line is, do our styles match? Can I work well with this person or can I not? Because I know who I am and I know the kinds of people that I am best matched with in terms of working relationships. And if I see that it's sort of the style that maybe is not my best fit, I'll probably keep looking until I find someone who's a better fit for who I am. And there's no right or wrong or good or bad. It's just, does it fit with who I am or not? And if not, I probably need to keep moving on and finding another choice.
3.
2 things. Sounds very simple. Listen and care. I think people are too quick to sell things. Especially nowadays, I see the amount of spam messages, sales messages, something people want to give me. They say, hey, I love the brand that you build. I'm going to blow your company up by $3 million more. Lovely. That's really lovely. But again, for me, that's not the angle that I want to get to know you, right? I think firstly, establish the connection with that person. It's ironic. I'm in the business of podcasting, right? It's conversations, but really I'm in the business of listening and establishing connection, conversations, and relationships. So I feel you got to start with caring. Care. What does this person want? What do they need? How can I provide services and value to them in a way that will benefit or better their life in a way? So I think starting from there, it sounds very simple, but I think start from caring and start with listening. Don't wait for your turn to speak. Actually listen. Because I think if you do all these courses, there's listening, there's memory courses, people really respond to thoughtfulness. People really respond if, Anna, you told me your birthday, or if you told me what you'd like to eat, and the next time if I saw you, I prepared what you'd like to eat when you came and saw me, wouldn't you be like, Ginni is my girl. She's really cool. She remembered that I love pumpkin pie and she made one for me. She didn't go to the store and buy it. She made one for me. So that is a level of thoughtfulness, very, very minute, but still that already has taken our relationship to a level of, oh, we can actually sit down and have a piece of pie that we both like.
4.
Yeah, so when you're working with suppliers, I think it's super important to be very clear in your communications. What are you trying to buy? Exactly. And to the extent that you're not feeling like you're getting exactly what you're trying to buy, then you need to push on that and you need to be clear. We find that at least half of the time when we don't get supplied what we expect, it's because we didn't truly ask for what we expected. And if you don't spec what you truly want, you have a real problem. Then you need to have rigor around your supply list. So if you don't have an approved supplier list, I strongly encourage you to get that. What does an approved supplier list look like? It looks like leaning into the quality of that organization. If they're not ISO 9000 certified, then show me your quality policy, show me your quality procedures. We cannot buy at this company from a supplier that is not on our approved supplier list, our ASL. And so then look at the financial quality of that supplier. You have a right to know that they're going to be around next year if you're going to standardize on their products. Then demand a certain level of quality from that supplier. When we buy product now that go into our medical devices, not a single product comes into our door without receiving inspection. And that does not mean somebody on your staff comparing it to a bill of materials. That means some kind of a procedure that says, is this product actually good? And to the extent that you're not testing it when it comes in the door, how can you reject it later on? And if you reject it later on, how do you know that it was truly not right when it showed up versus you screwed it up on your manufacturing floor? And so knowing if it's good or not good as soon as it comes in the door and sending it back if it's bad is really important. And then I guess the last thing I would say is QBR, quarterly business review, taking once a quarter with everybody you buy from and sitting down and talking. How are things going? How are things going for you? Here's how things are going for me. Are you happy? I'm happy too. That's great. Maybe it's very brief, or maybe it's not very brief. Are you happy? You're happy? Well, guess what? I'm not happy. And as a result, we got to change some things. And so baking that into your agreements, which forces you to sit down and take a look, tends to be a healthy rhythm that allows you to continue to promote good supplier relationships.
The Best of Business show is brought to you by the BASA Awards. The BASA Awards exist to recognize, reward, and promote exceptional small businesses. We run 4 award programs: Best of America, Best of Australia, Best of Canada, Best of UK. Remember, it's strictly for small businesses only. Nominate your business today.